which is why the LPGA did everything this season that the WNBA should have done. ESPN dropped the bombshell about Caitlin Clark's last LPGA deal, and the WNBA lost all sense. Even better, they're putting her with Nelly Korda, who is the best player of all time. When that news came out, it created a huge buzz around golf. Fans became obsessed, Twitter went crazy, and TV numbers shot through the roof like never before. Why not the WNBA? The WNBA is to blame, though. They didn't even send out a half-hearted congratulations Caitlin tweet. It would be nice to say I'm shocked, but really. Being able to see Clark and the WNBA do this since day one is exciting. I have only seen and heard good things about this event. I didn't hear any talk about how bad her fans are. There wasn't a word said about Caitlin Clark getting too much attention. Maybe the attention should have been on the professional players who are there. I'm going to be honest. It is annoying. The WNBA acts like Caitlin Clark is taking their lunch money while the LPGA does a PR fest outside. I have bad news, she's not. Women's games are getting more attention because of her. Instead of being angry, the WNBA should read this. Hey, maybe that's too much to ask. That made fans very happy. Plenty of talk on the web. Everywhere on Twitter, she was a big deal. And the LPGA paid a lot of attention to this game. Don't forget that this is the same Caitlin Clark who has been making more money and attention than some WNBA teams put together. However, they let the easiest PR layup in history go out of bounds when she gave it to them. It seems like they can't handle good news. All of us who have spoken out about this and said things like, "It doesn't seem like you guys are giving Caitlin the credit she deserves for bringing all of these eyes and, the Caitlin Clark effect that we talk about, viewers, money, all of those things." Everybody who yelled this during the whole WNBA season. This is a case where we were proven right. Even LPGA players were blown away by Caitlin. They talked about how inspiring she is and how much she's done for women's sports. The WNBA, on the other hand, didn't want to join in. Imagine being so determined to do things your own way. The latest thing to talk about in the ongoing WNBA pay discussion is Caitlin Clark's rookie contract. After ESPN told everyone about her $338,000 a year deal, social media went crazy. She'll start off this season with a humble $76,000. Athletes and famous people quickly added their thoughts to the numbers that were shared online. Russell Wilson spoke out and said that these women deserve a lot more. Also, Jamie Lee Curtis made things worse by calling the pay outrageous in all caps on Instagram. Fans have been quick to agree with them, asking for WNBA players to be paid more. What do you say? You see her at this event, you hear the buzz that this is making on social media, you see that SportsCenter, Bleacher Report, and every other news source is covering this, and you don't say anything. Clark's pay has brought to light a growing anger. The WNBA's pay gap is clear when you look at the NBA's rookie contracts. Last year's top pick signed a $55 million deal. More and more people are speaking out in support of these athletes, wanting fair treatment and attention. Let's talk about how to win. It's not like the LPGA just asked Caitlin to come to a golf game. They put her together with Nelly Korda, who is the best player in the world. Random event? Not really. This was great advertising. There were lots of pictures of Caitlin and Nelly on social media, which made a lot of noise outside of the golf world. Fans of basketball, golf, and other sports were all hooked. And the LPGA, they made the most of it. Merch sales went through the roof, participation went through the roof, and women's golf became popular. All of their players in the same tournament. You'd be crazy to think they won't have another event, and ask Caitlin. They are going to try to get Caitlin to as many events as they can. So let's hear the WNBA play radio silence. There was no mention of Caitlin's fame as a golf star. There is no cross-promotion at all. People who liked her couldn't figure out why her own league didn't take advantage of her success. In fact, it seemed like the WNBA was afraid to make her star too big. Would putting the league's best player on display really be a bad idea? Don't forget about Caitlin Clark's first season. She made the WNBA more popular, broke records, and became well known. But what about the league? It looked like she wasn't ready to fully accept her star power. Some people say that the WNBA doesn't want to look unfair or like they favor one player over another. But here's the thing. When you're as talented as Clark, you don't try to hide it, you ride the wave. It's strange that the league doesn't want to take advantage of how famous she is. During the whole season we talked about that. We were right. The fans who were writing that it looks like the WNBA is trying to turn Caitlin Clark down, which means she can't show off her full skills and doesn't help the other players in the league. We were right. The WNBA could get more attention and reach new people with Clark's undeniable skill and appeal. Instead of being shy, the league should take the chance to let her shine, since Clark's fame also shines a light on the whole league.